eine Spielersuche gestartet hat. Also mit etwas Glück.
Nee,
Oh, nö.
Pock. Ach nö! Wir können rausgehen. Der Konflikt verlassen.
Oh shit, Digga, verstanden.
Boah, das muss doch echt
Och
sein.
nö, nicht schon wieder Pock. Wie heißt das Lied?
Like, that's oof, dude.
They're all four in front of me.
Yeah,
Ready
all-
for the montage?
Go hit him.
Do that. Fuck it, I got the sniper.
Boost about to come online.
Oh, clip it! Clip it! Somebody in the stream!
Online.
Again! Just,
Killed all of them.
what can you do?
Rest
All
left
one shot.
rest yeah.
One is on the left. Well, one shot that guy. Out of his fucking mind.
I'm staying middle. Like a
Out of his fucking mind!
Bully.
Boom!
Oh, one's sniping. Oh. One's on the floor.
Just sniped them from the side. They can't do anything, no.
Again? No, the fucking bloom!
Hit them on the body.
Oh, again!
This is so
Unlucky,
fucking-
mate.
All the sniper shots.
You just need to aim! Like, yeah, Marco says, yeah, that doesn't require skill. Yeah, Marco, do that shit!
Oh, he one shot me.
Agent needs assistance.
I'm safe though, I'm safe, man. Just kill him, kill him, kill him.
Boost online.
Thank you.
Just
man.
do that!
What is this?
Maybe a damage buff. See, now I had bloom and I won. I have low health. Peek me, peek me, peek me.
Eliminate whoever's left.
Haha!
More, what?
Same idea. Same idea, just through the fence, no fucks given.
Yeah, defense is like the best spot to snipe actually when they're
I
spawning.
need a scope for defense though, as I can see really.
Yeah, you just gotta rely on the red crosshair.
Like, I need to move so I can look to defense properly.
Or you like look at this floor and put
Yo guys, what's up? Sleepyo here, and welcome to my first build video in Division 2. As you could just see in the clips before, it's a one-shot build. And yeah, I will get right into it. So before I show the actual build, I wanted to show you my specialization tree, which is the sharpshooter, because it's quite important for that build, I feel like. So the talents I'm gonna look at is the one in the head, tier 5, that gives me 25% increased headshot damage. Then I have Def 10s, gives me 30% increased reload speed. And also breath control, which increases my stability, reduces the recoil, and it makes my bloom go 30% faster. So those three are pretty much essential for the build, I feel like, because all of them are really good for sniping. I also have this is my rifle, 15% rifle damage, which is kinda nice if you play rifle as secondary, but it's not really essential. So as I said, just those three, they are important, I feel like, for that build. So the sniper I'm using is a Model 700, and that's pretty much the best sniper because it has the highest base damage out of all of them, and that's by far. It has 76.6 thousand damage, 54 RPM, and 7 bullets. It reloads the bullets one by one though. That's why the reload speed is kinda important. Then as talent, I have Ranger. You could get a different talent there. I mean, it doesn't really matter that talent. So every 5 meter you are away from the target grants 2% weapon damage. So most of the times I'm around 10 to 25 meters away. So I get like 4 to max 10 or 12 extra weapon damage, but that's not really important. The reload speed, on the other hand, that's, I feel like, is important because, as I said earlier, you reload that sniper one by one. So every kind of reload speed you can get is important. The wholesale talent, that's not really important at all, I feel like. Like, I don't even care what's on here, so don't look at that really. Then as mods, I have a optimal range sight because I don't need a headshot scope to one shot. I can just do it with that scope, which is quite nice, but you will be able to do that with this build as well. Then I have integrated magazine slot, which is 20% reload speed. The accuracy doesn't really matter. But 10 on the muzzle, I have accuracy anyways, because that's the best muzzle I have. So yeah, that's the sniper. As main gun, I mean the sniper kind of is my main gun, but as secondary gun, I wouldn't recommend running the MDR or any rifle kinda, since you have to spam them. So yeah, I feel like rifles are not the best choice for close range, and with sniper, you kind of want a gun that's also close range as secondary. So I would recommend something like FAMAS or any other AR, or also guns like the Vector. They are pretty good with a really insane rate of fire and good damage. But yeah, that's just personal preference, I feel like. So yeah, I personally like the MDR, so I will use that. On that one, I have Rifleman. A landing headshot adds a stack of bonus 5% weapon damage for 5 seconds. That's quite hard to pull off in PvP, but if you get it, yeah, the damage is quite good, but you already melt quite fast with the MDR anyways, as long as you hit headshots. And I have 10% rate of fire on that as well, which is quite good. And on MDR or rifles in general, I always back into accuracy because you really need that. So I'm running 3-piece Providence and 3-piece Heraldi. And that's like the perfect build you want for sniper. The thing is though, there's only 3 pieces of Heraldi. There's a backpack, the gloves, and the holster. So you need the backpack, the gloves, and the holster from Heraldi because there is no mask, chest, or knee pads. That means you just go 3-piece Providence on the mask, the chest, and the knee pads. Because that set gives you an additional 5% weapon damage if you have the 3-piece. Heraldi is the most important 3-piece you need to have though, because it gives you headshot damage and marksman rifle damage, both 10%, so that's quite important I feel like. So let's get to the actual rolls. They are not that important to me, except 3 items. So the mask is not important at all I feel like, because you can't get weapon damage on here, just crit damage, crit chance, cooldown reduction, health on kill. I think you can get health. But yeah, the mask, it doesn't really matter what you have here, as long as it's Providence, it's fine. On the body armor, you kind of want to have headshot damage and weapon damage. I also have bonus armor here, but just having headshot damage and weapon damage is fine. Either of them is actually fine. Like, it doesn't matter if you have only headshot damage, only weapon damage, or just both of them, right? But you should have at least one of them, because yeah, those stats, they are pretty good. As talents I have Hardened, that gives me plus 10% armor. Having more armor is always nice. But you could also go for talents like increased grenade radius, which is quite good. Or Unbreakable, 15% of max armor is repaired when your armor is depleted. So that's like a small Nomad, I would say. The Nomad of Division 2. It's only 15% though, so it's not that great. But yeah, I personally went for Hardened, because I feel like that makes me quite a bit more tanky overall, because I have Hardened twice. I also have it on the backpack, but I will get to that soon. Then on the holster, that's a Heraldi. Again, the attribute here doesn't matter either. Critical hit damage doesn't really add anything to the sniper, and you can't have weapon damage here. You can just have crit hit chance or crit hit damage, I think. And then obviously the other talents, I don't know if I have them right now. I think you can also have skill power, cooldown reduction, and health on kill. As talent, I have plus 5% weapon damage here, and that's the talent you want to go for, because the other passive damage talents would be crit hit chance and crit hit damage, and you don't really need it for a one-shot sniper build. The only active talent is fill up, and that's also not needed for snipers. Then on the backpack, you want weapon damage basically. I also have crit chance here because I don't have a god roll yet. But you basically only want weapon damage, or like weapon damage and maybe armor. That makes you a bit more tanky, obviously. But yeah, as long as you have like at least a little bit weapon damage here, you will be fine. And even if you don't have it and you have some on the chest, you will be fine anyways. As talents, I have tech support, which is not active. I don't know like what other talents there are that are good. Like, I always go for Hardened really on the backpack and the chest, because that's one of the best passive talents, really. Plus 10% armor is really, really good. Then on the gloves is another really, really important item. I would say it's the most important one, because you can get marksman rifle damage here, and you want to get that. Marksman rifle damage is really important for the build. I mean, obviously, sniper build, you want marksman rifle damage, and plus 10% is quite a lot. So yeah, that's an additional 10% marksman rifle damage. And as talents, right now I have grades can be cooked by holding the fire button, making them explode earlier. I think that's pretty self-explaining. But you don't really need that. I would prefer a passive talent like Devastating again. You can also get that. And yeah, you just get additional 5% weapon damage on that. But I don't have those gloves yet. Now to the last piece, the knee pads. They're just again Providence. And the only really good thing you can get here is bonus armor. You can't get hardened on here, so I think all the talents you can have here, they are quite bad. Like you can get damage to elites, but that doesn't matter for PvP. You can get that. Headshots from cover repair 5% of your armor, but I mean 5% is not much with a sniper rifle. And I mean it's not like you can hit headshots all the time with a sniper rifle. So yeah, that's not too good. And then you have health on kill or something. And yeah. Like all those things, all those talents are really not that good and not important to me. So you just want bonus armor here, I guess, to make you a bit more tanky. And yeah, that's basically the build. As I said, what's important, you need the 3-piece Heraldi, I feel like. That's the most important part of the build. And Heraldi can only drop as backpack, glove, and holster. And as other 3 items, I would recommend the Providence. But if you have a chest that has... If you have a chest like that, for example, just a big drum or whatever chest, like any other chest that has really high weapon damage or headshot damage on it. Let me see if I have one. For example, this one. You have good headshot damage and good weapon damage. And yeah, you could also use that because in the end, if you don't have the 3-piece Providence, you just miss 5% weapon damage, which is not that much, you know? But yeah, that's the perfect build, I would say. To me, that's basically the best build you can have. Like, if you have good aim, I would always go for that build because, yeah, one-shotting is just, you can't really counter it. The only way to counter it, I guess I can say that in this video as well, is the drone with the Defender mod, which deflects incoming bullets. Means if somebody tries to snipe you, the drone will just protect you from the one-shot. So in the end, I wanted to show you my gear stats real quick. So I have basically no crit chance and crit damage. I have 189% headshot damage and 60% reload bonus. As I said, that's quite important for the Model 700 because it reloads bullet per bullet. So having a high reload bonus is really good. Then I also have 24.5% all weapon damage and 20% marksman rifle damage. So that's basically 44.5 damage to my marksman rifle on top of what I have. And yeah, that's quite good. Then I have 165k armor and 30k health. So yeah, as you could see in the footage in the beginning, I do definitely over 200k, and that's basically the most armor you can get. You can maybe get up to 70k, maybe 180k, like 180k max. But I could still one-shot that if I just put on a headshot scope. But yeah, my build is good enough to one-shot without a headshot scope. And right now, I played a few matches of skirmish before that. I made it even better. That is the current build. In the clips you saw, that build was a little bit worse. Now I do like 245k to the head without a scope, so it's impossible to counter if you don't use that drone that deflects bullets. So yeah, I hope I could help you with that build. If you want to repeat it, I hope I could show you everything you have to do, what gear you have to farm and what stats you want to look for. And yeah, I will make a few more builds in the next days. For example, assault rifle build, a LMG build, and a rifle build. But yeah, that will come in the next days. That's, as I said, the best build in my opinion. That's why I made it first. And it's also the most fun build to me. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.